really so busy whenever somebody comes on.
然后会遇见这位大菩萨。那我真的非常的感恩呐、
We want to find out why Malaysia's volunteer has gone to Nepal.
有时候没有特别的介绍，也不知道这是谁。
So pass on the time to Sister Charlene.
看到这个新屋落成坛，守护圣友，爱流转。当他们这个新的喜圣大楼开启的那一天，我们就是参与其中的。我们到那个地方之后，非常感动。
So we are going to move to Nepal and looking at how Sister was doing over there and how she is going to bring us her story in Nepal. And Sister Luxiao was doing a connection at that time, but she was really busy today, and then she was talk to Teacher Miriam that she needs to, after her sharing, she has to move forward to do other things. And this is Sister Luxiao talking about why she is trying her best to do all the works in the hospital. And she was really touched when she saw how the building was built up. And even when I went there, when I go there to see their product, I was really touched because it was so impressive. And then through her sharing, then we are going to able to tell like how the people in Nepal life has been changed by what Sister Luxiao did, and then what she has bring to them. And Sister was asking if Teacher Miriam wanted to bring a clock with him. It was really meaningful one. But Sister Miriam said it was a really big clock, big clock. But through these tiny things that we can tell how Sister Luxiao was focused on the tiny things and then try to contribute everything and try to catch up every tiny things to make it better.
响应苏醒日，大家都动了起来，走遍整栋大楼，又唱又跳，也呼口号。
护理团队、我们的圣友家属，还有就是常驻志工、社工，大家整个团队大家一起动起来，然后就以很活泼的方式来让所有的圣友同仁，还有就是所有大德走进我们中心的，一起来了解素食的重要。
For persuading people to eat vegetarian, they are using every different type of activity, and using different kind of activity make people understand the importance of being vegetarian is necessary, and they are like using tiny little gifts or like tiny little activities to make people understand more better. And she was actually in Malaysia hospital parts, and then she was trying to make more activities to let more people understand the importance of being vegetarian. And now we are going to take our points to Nepal and then listen to her sharing. Hi, Sister Luxiao. We want to be with you because you have positive energy.
好 ，OK， 感恩你。 可以了。
请问有没有听到？
有的，有的。然后麻烦您打开简报，谢谢。好。所以科技接轨，力量加成。即便呢，他现在并不在马来西亚，到了尼泊尔了，有新的这样的任务，但是一样要带我们一起回归佛陀的故乡。我们再次掌声欢迎绿小师姐。
好，敬爱的上人、金舍师父，那我们美云师姐，还有就是我们在高雄现场，还有全球线上的土地家人，大家好。
going back to the
今天
hometown of Buddha. And hello everyone who is online, who's in person, and who's watching the live show online. So I'm actually now in Lumbini in Nepal, and I'm going to share share of what it feels when going back to the Buddha's hometown.
把佛陀来人间的一大事因缘落实在尼泊尔。那这个地图呢，跟大家分享。我们知道佛教八大圣地
I feel like it's important not to bring the Buddha to its home. So we all know that there's a famous place for Buddha, and 7 of them is in India, and there's one in Nepal. And so in 2016, Master has said that Buddha always bring Buddhism, like what Buddha is, what the idea of being part of Buddha, and also it's important that like bring the Buddhism back to where they belongs to, and if that will make them to become more pure and more appropriate, and it's actually in Nepal. And I remember when it was like 2018 when I first arrived in Lumbini, and this is what I saw when I first went there, because I saw like all the privilege in that place. It makes me feel like I goes back to like 2,500 years ago. And so the picture left and right are actually the same place, but because like it was summer, it was sunny day or rainy day, it looks like pretty similar, except for there are some waters on the floor, but like why I say this comparison is because like as long as we think about it like as a positive way, it looks like similar ways. And then also when I first went there, I also saw like there was like cow and sheep was walking on the road, and then in Malaysia, like there, like you would hear all the bus, like all the transport and all that. But actually in Nepal, like all this cow and sheep are representing the horn, because that was to make people stop the car to wait until they pass the road first. And you can see the little liquid bottle. Can you guys take a guess of what that is? It was actually a gas for car and motorcycles in Nepal. And so I'm going to share one specific case. I'm going to share several cases, but like this is the main cases. So it's about like three sisters and brothers. And this is the main character of this case. I will try to pronounce his name. He's like Radhan Siam. I'm sorry if I pronounce it not proper, but yeah, he was 55 years old and he almost lose his vision. So at that time when we first go, we will try to take care of his eyes. But he tried a lot of ways before we arrived, and then but it didn't really help. And also like we can tell through his hand that he was a really hardworking person. And because like he cannot see clearly, because his hand cannot see it clearly, so he has to use a wooden sticker on the ground to see where's the road to walk. And this is his wife. He was 45 years old when we first saw him, and then he was having some mental health problems, and she has to take care of the kids, and also she was like having a depression, so she cannot even express her own feeling really well. So we even talk to their kids but more than her, because we need to understand their situation. So they have two daughters and one son. So the older daughter is 9 years old and the younger daughter is 7 years old, and the youngest boy was 3 years old. But these three kids has no education before, because their parents didn't have enough education and they don't have enough money to go to school. And then this is how their house looks like their house does not even fully being covered. And like we can see the small pieces on the roof, but like they got it every 3 or 5 months, so like they have to make it together every 3 to 5 months. If they don't get it, then they have to leave it until the next time when they got one more piece. And also when we saw this situation, we has talked to the construction brothers and sisters in Tzu Chi to ask them like what can we help them, but because like the land was so soft, like the floor was like kind of muddy, so it's not too much we can help. We have to wait until the weather getting better. And this is our food and their clothes, so like it depends on what other have leftovers or what others has been giving up. So they has to grab whatever others left over. And like you can see the picture on the right, like the little girl is not even wearing a proper size for her clothes. And after we saw this, we know that there's something we need to do, and we need to make their life, we can try our best to make their life become better. And it's also important that because they are right next to us, like they are around us, so it's important to we start from the people around us to try to make their life better. And when we first visit our house, we realized that they do not even have rice to eat. And then so every month they start getting rice from our orientation. And also we cover the ring covers for the house, so make sure like they don't suffering from raining every day when start raining. And this is like how it looks like, how the house looks like when it was raining, because like it was so heavily raining, and then the water will flow the mud on the wall away, so it makes the wall really thick and then not really strong. And this is like after we were trying to fix the house for this family, we realized their neighbor has also having a broken house, and then their roof was also leaking. Then we realized that how important it is to building up their house. And then so far, because the time limit, so we have to hurry up, we have to wrap up the presentation, and then the house has been building, and then also we has been trying to help like the kids to go to hospital to do some like health check, and also we also help them. We also provide them to go to the chance to go to school, and when we asked them do they want to go to school, they were like laughing so hard, and they were like so enjoy, they were looking so forward about it. And then this is several pictures we took, and then we were building all these facilities. And then we really appreciate Master that give us chance to start the roots to helping others, and then we are following the rules to helping others.
好，非常感恩。他其实还有一个影片，我用静音播放，请导播 take 小画面。
And this is all my sharing. Thank you, everyone. Again, everyone who's listening.
播放小画面哈，让它同步来进行一下。其实这一首歌是我们熟悉的一家人，但是我们看一下画面的影像哈。那当我看到绿晓的一个简报的时候，我其实是很感动，因为他非常用心去做了这样的一个会诊。只是我们这个单元只有10分钟的时间哈，这表示呢，下次还有机会来请他上来说故事。你看每一个故事。
I was really, Sister Maria said, I was really touched when I first saw her PowerPoint. And but her story was really powerful and really strong, but because the time limitation, we weren't able to let her sharing. We hopefully have time next couple times and then let her share more of her story. And so it's important that you guys saw all these videos and give us positive feedbacks.
所以大家也要来尽一份心力。北京的周伟星就说：“他们为什么不种粮食吃啊？”这个短时间绿晓可能也没办法在现场给你回应哈。
also like even it's far in Nepal, but it's also really important that we treat the people around us are really nice, and it's important that we're using our contribution really well, and and there's also comments online, and sister from Canada said it's important. It's so touched that all this sharing in Nepal, and thank you really much to taking us to Nepal, to the hometown of Buddha, to see how their place is doing, and everything was good connection, and even we didn't saw really didn't hear enough sharing from you, but we already share how your efforts in this, and really going Sister Luxiao in Nepal to share this. And then